I would like to personally thank Mr. Balboa for discovering the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, nice job, Balboa. Here's a look back at Mr.
That's
Gilbert Brown. Yep.
Yeah, this wave was a moderately large set wave. He worked the first few sections adequately, did a nice turn there on the midsection. Unfortunately, didn't complete the ride, which is going to hurt an otherwise better than average score. I think it's going to fall somewhere in the average range, but we shall see. That score still has not yet hit the boards. A little lull in the action out there. These sets are coming every few minutes, and at this stage it looks like they've dropped going for the smaller waves. And this is our replay of the rider in red.
Jesus Chacon.
This guy looks like he is wound up to kill something. He wants to put his legs and his surfboards to work. And as you can see, he put a lot of power into that turn.
He's got a little Sonny Garcia style to him.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but he definitely, you can tell he's got some plans for his next wave.
Some plans.
Okay, so Gilbert Brown's score came in at a 5.0, and it looks like Mr. Jesus Chacon's score is coming in just below that. So I think Gilbert had the better wave of that exchange, but maybe Chacon worked his wave a little better, so they both came in similar scores.
Yeah, there's Jesus's 4.17. So Jesus has a 4.74, Gilbert Brown 6.5, and Yoji from Japan is at a 193. And
just missed that wave. That's never fun when you're in a heat. Looks like there's a couple more waves, and we've got some shakas going. You notice the shaka is pretty much international language of house it. Yeah. All right, here's our surfer from Turkey.
Yeah, let's see what you got. Tunç Yılmaz from Turkey.
You know, got to give this guy credit. He's got himself a set wave. He's making his way through the mid-range bowls. He's just so stoked to see a surfer from a place like Turkey show up here and represent proudly. That should be an improvement from his previous scores, but let's let the judges decide what that is.
Yeah, good spirits yesterday at the opening ceremonies. All nations representing their countries walking through the town of Sona. And it was a Saturday. It was a big showing there, rather warm, but each country representing their flag. The sand ceremony, spectacular. All sorts of different color sands from around the globe dumped into a giant fish bowl. And the trophies and all the dignitaries there as well. There's the scores up on your screen. Mr. Brown, 6.5. Chacon, 4.74. Aceta, 1.93. And Turk's score coming in just a minute ago.
I love that Sands of the Nation ceremony. It's one of the reasons why I'm proud to take this job. It's the ISA represents a mix of cultures, a mix of peoples, and we are all bound by a common interest of what we'd call stoke or happiness or surfing, whatever you want to call it. It's just such a so indicative that we really can get along as a race.
Yeah, they tried to do that once in the FIS World Cup, the snows of the world, but it's very tough to bring the snow over and have it actually stay frozen when you bring it from other places around the world. It doesn't really work that well.
Yeah, I can
it all
see
looks
that
the same too.
Give it to the stewardess. Hey, can you put this somewhere for me?
It's all white. It all looks the same. The sands from around the world totally different.
Yeah, you can't really go through customs with liquid, so you gotta hope it stays frozen.
That's it. Good point. So 7 minutes remaining here. Heat number 3 in the on deck. We have heat number 4, Marco Fernandez from Brazil, Roger Torres, Puerto Rico, and Samuel Reneval from El Salvador.
I'm going to throw some kudos out to the support staffs here. I mean, you see those people standing on the rocks. You know it's 90 degrees out. And I've been to no less than 7 of these events myself personally, and you're out there cheering for your squad, and you got to give the support staff credit because it is hot and the excitement is high, and it's so cool when everybody starts their chants in the different languages and flags flying and stuff. But you gotta have a good support staff. So it's nice to see people out there there supporting their teams.
Yeah, representing for sure. And also the lifeguards, the people that we hopefully do not need, the water safety folks out there. This is an international event. We're going to run to the highest standards. We want to make sure that everything is safe. And right now we have a little bit of lull out in the water with just under 6 minutes remaining. Brown, Chacon, Aceto, and Uciliz are 4 competitors in the water. This is heat number 3 of 24. Qualifying day number 1. We'll be here until the 12th is the final day of competition, so a week from today. It is Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone who's watching. And that is right there on the screen, that is our competitor from Russia. That is Sergey.
That's Sergey?
That is Sergey.
Comrade!
Comrade, hey.
I guess he's getting a little closer look at the action. He's walked out to the edge to either support his neighboring countries of Turkey or get a closer look. And we got the Shaka cam in full effect. Double thumbs up. Team Japan. All right. Yeah, these guys definitely up their game at the ISA level here. I've seen in the junior competitions, Japan started putting in a team. And last year, the kid was really rivaling for a championship. I can't remember exactly his name, but we can find that information. But it might have been one of these kids that's surfing in this. But, you know, the talent coming out of Japan is alarming.
Alarming across the boards. By the way, Sergey's last name, one of my favorites so far, is Rashivayev. Rashivayev. Sergey Rashivayev. I talked to him yesterday. He was our sole competitor. He dumped the sand in. He carried the flag, and he's looking on. He'll be competing some Heat 23 later on today. So towards the end of the day, we'll see Sergey, our only Russian competitor, in there.
Do you, by chance, remember what beach in the Ukraine that was from? Or
No. I had the sheet. There we go. Surfer in yellow from Japan.
Yeah.
Yoji Aceto.
All right. Yeah, as you can see, Yoji got this wave on the peak section. Had to fade back a little bit, and this thing's nicely for him.
Yeah, looking good.
All right. He's got a pretty good flow going here on this wave. Looks like he's just trying to get his feet because this is his first really ridden wave. I think his first wave was a throwaway, so Yoji is going to stack that one up in his keeper pile, and we'll see what the judges say, but I'm guessing that's going to be a mid-range score.
Mm-hmm. Needs a 2.82. Remember, top 2 move on. Right now it's Brown and Chacon in the top 2 positions, with Aceto and Uciliz from Turkey.
Yeah, I think the door's wide open for our Japanese surfer only because Venezuela doesn't have a second solid score posted. But this last wave of Aceto will definitely put the heat on. And, you know, there's 3 minutes left. Anything can happen. The scores that are needed from all of these surfers aren't high, so I would expect that things could get topsy-turvy here in the last few minutes.
Yeah, and Yoji scored just in a 4.5, so that does bump him into second place over the Venezuelan, Jesus Chacon. But as you said, lots of opportunity yet left with 2:45 remaining.
Yeah, relatively low-scoring heat, and what that says to the competitor in the water is it's time to get something. And with 2.5 minutes left, you're faced with a choice. Do I paddle in and get a smaller wave and try to create something like our surfer Chacon just did, unfortunately not making that drop, or do I wait and just close it with a bomb? Because 2 minutes in actuality is plenty of time if the ocean cooperates.
Of course. And if it doesn't, it can seem like an eternity out there.
But I'm watching these, we got some more of the Shaka cam at work here. Happy people.
Yeah, count the Shakas today.
Peace and aloha.
Yep.
Okay, now if I can see what that hat said, I would tell you.
Yep.
But as you can see, there are some fun, smaller waves peeling through the inside, which would be adequate scores. They don't need much, okay? And actually here is Gilbert Brown took that from the inside, but our surfer in red is picking it up on the end. He knows he doesn't need much. In fact, he only needs a 2.27. Bobbled at the end of that wave. We'll see what happens. That should be pretty close.
Yeah, it's a low score needed. He had some nice turns on that, but a little bobble at the end. I think that that's going to be enough to bump him up a bit.
Well, at this stage, he only has a minute left. It'll be interesting to see if he can get back into the lineup for another score, or if Yoji and Gilbert can improve their situation with a set wave here at the end. And you know what? It looks like there's a few waves coming in.
Yeah, with 50 seconds remaining, this will be the last sizable set to roll through. Let's see who's in position.
I think Jesus is going to get the score.
Yeah, Jesus, we see the scores coming in right now, looking.
But look at this. Look at these waves forming on the horizon. It's not going to take much for Gilbert and Yoshi to consolidate their positions. With 30 seconds left.
Here's Yoshi.
I kind of love these nail biters.
Yeah, of course. That's what it's all about. Building the drama. All right, out the back, something's lining up. There's 20 seconds remaining. This one's going to come down to the wire, and I think they let the good ones go by.
You know what? They
Yeah,
still haven't dropped the score for Jesus Chacon.
So there comes a clock right here.
He got it. He got it, and it
with
looks
that,
like we have... Is that before the horn? It'll be interesting to see if that last wave...
The red of Jesus Chacon. Here's the recap of the heat right now on your screen. The yellow of Yoji Aceto. This is his 4.5. And that earned him a second place spot to begin with, but no such luck there. And then in the red, Jesus Chacon was able to put this together. In the white, you have Gilbert Brown, who took the second place spot from Costa Rica. He had a solid. This is one of his first waves ridden, and he was able to move on to the next round. So it was Brown and Chacon. Moving on to the next round. That was heat number 3. We're ready for heat number 4. We say farewell to my good man, Mr. Mike Electronic. Go get some water. Take a breather right here. I got you for a while. We'll bring in Magnum right now.
Thanks, Chris.
You bet. Back in just a minute with Magnum Martinez, Chris Ernst, and the 2013 Reef ISA World Surfing Games heat number 4. Be right back.
The International Surfing Association